Hello and welcome back, everyone. We are still here live at Awwwards in Amsterdam, and I have Bert here with me. Welcome, Bert. Nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Nice
How
to
are
meet
you?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Yeah.
So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, about your background, which background you're coming from, how long you have been in the industry for?
Yep. Yeah, sure. I started as a creative, working at a lot of agencies, creative agencies. Then I went working as an editor-in-chief of a design magazine. After that, I've been working for Adobe for 5 years, and in 2009 I started for myself. And now I'm a consultant for creative agencies, and my specialism is positioning and growth strategy and communication strategy.
That's awesome. If you guys have any questions here in the chat, then let me know and I'll ask that to Bert. So people are already saying hi, Bert. Alain is saying hi, Bert.
Hey.
Andrew is saying hi. Hi to everyone. So you have founded a lot of things. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So you have a couple of things to present here. So you have your agency, your community, and your own business as a consultant.
Yes.
Which one would you like to start with?
Maybe my work. I mean, it's the most of the time I spent there as a consultant for creative agencies. I think it's important for agencies to have a solid story about themselves. Communication is important, and your own story should be out there. People should know where they need you for. And I started doing, helping agencies with their communications in the beginning of my, 2009. And then I found that they actually didn't really have, a solid positioning behind that. So this is what became my specialism, to find out, lots of things about the agency by asking them a lot of questions, and then come up with the most ideal thing to repeat in communications every time, and thereby build a brand. So that's what I do now for about 8 years, and I do that for design agencies, for digital production agencies, advertising agencies, and up until now, I think it's about 60 of them. I have been, doing projects about 2 months, and helping them with setting up a proper plan for all their communications.
Awesome. So we have a question here. Can you show us your creations?
I'm not a designer, not a creative. Well, I used to start out as a creative myself. It's a funny question because I stopped doing creative work myself because I just didn't have the feeling that I was going to be this outstanding creative. I'm ambitious, so I didn't have to feel that was my direction.
Did you feel different at some point in time?
Sorry?
Did you feel different at some point in time?
Well, yeah, so I started doing more organizational stuff because I actually had always been doing that kind of thing. So I thought if I could do that in the creative industry, then that should be a better spot for me. And that turned out to be the question. So still, I later got a question, don't you miss working in Photoshop, doing this stuff in 3D, making those video editing stuff? And no, not enough like switching again, no.
I see, all right. You have some websites to showcase.
Well, yeah, briefly. Of course, there's my own website, which I just promote my own business on. And,
the consulting side.
Yeah, that's the consultant side, exactly.
And you also consult big businesses, or you're strictly focused on agency work?
Well, now I'm shifting a little bit to a wider spectrum, but I have always been helping out creative agencies because that's my background. That's the industry I'm comfortable in, and so this is the reason why I've chosen to do that.
I see.
Yeah.
But you also came across other bigger companies and
So I'm now also talks with brands to also help them with this, because in fact it's the same thing. You have a product. You need a solid story about that. Make decisions. Choose for proper communications. Look at your growth strategy. Who do we want to work for? Make that really specific, and then do the communications for that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And in the past, would you say you have done something that you thought was really great and actually wasn't?
Well, if I look at my consultancy business, luckily there is not really a project that really went bad or so.
Yeah.
But I did have some situations in which...
your early career.
In my early career, as a creative, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
To encourage our users here.
Oh, yeah. There was creative stuff like 3D animations or live video stuff or websites that sometimes didn't eventually be what I was looking for to make. So yeah, there's a couple of those. Yeah.
And that is one of the things that got you where you are right now?
Well,
Or-
yeah, it is because of that. Because I realized that was not really my roeping, as they say in
Yeah.
Dutch. I decided to do it more organizational, and that was a golden choice for me. So
I
you know,
see.
I can now in this position help those brands and those agencies to look outside in to what they do and help them make the next step in their business.
So there must have been a successful project in your days that made you to
Oh yeah,
convert.
sure. Yeah, when I look
sites,
back,
right?
there was this 3D animation that we did for. That was the main leader of the TV station, and that was TMF. There was a music channel, which everybody in the Netherlands was watching. But by the time it was, you know, you had MTV and TMF. TMF being the Dutch channel, and we made a 3D
Okay.
animations for those two of them, together with the 3D mic. That's a former colleague of mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
And that was,
nice.
the one. Oh, you liked it.
Well, you know, people saw that and said, "What? We saw this," and I was, yeah, we worked on that. You know, the proud
Cool.
moment, definitely.
And that
yeah.
got you still away from it into the consultancy role, or was there another breaking point?
No, it was. I took a holiday and I
Okay.
thought about things, and yeah.
Sometimes it helps,
people.
right?
Yeah, it does.
Everybody
it
should
does.
go on holiday.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
a good tip.
yeah.
And
Let us know where your last holiday was.
My last holiday was in Thailand.
Yeah. Where about?
Well, the holiday I was talking about was in
Okay.
Greece. That was just
Greece.
a week.
Okay.
But just, you know, I was
where about?
reflecting on my
That's also.
Zakynthos, was
yeah.
the small island. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I came to the conclusion that I should, you know, and when I came back, then I got this job, you know, looking for a position at this design magazine, and that was the first step of going more in the background of things and, you know, helping others to gain exposure, so to say.
So did just the time off help you, or did the island itself also inspire
Both.
you in a way? Yeah. So you saw the shipwreck and you thought, I'm not going to become a sailor.
Oh, you know that. That's a detail indeed. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it
I've been there
inspired me.
before
Yeah.
as well. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
it's
see.
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is. Yeah.
Very white and
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes it helps. We have a question here.
Yeah.
How do you prove that you're a good creative director when you're just starting out?
How do you prove that?
Yeah.
That's a good
from
question
Ellen.
because in the you know in a positioning and growth strategy projects that I'm in with those agencies, it's always okay. What is the main story that we talk about? What is the you know what is the promise that we make? And immediately after that, it should be followed by the proof. I mean, you can say anything about yourself, but you need to prove it. So if you say you're excellent in one thing, then you need to you know really show how you applied that for projects. So I think maybe choosing is a very important thing first, because those agencies also help them with that. They can tell a million things about their agency, but they should just pick, you know, the one thing that they repeat. And if that promise is really has a proper onderbouwing, as they say in Dutch, a proof. You need to show that in projects, in work. And before this, there was also Daan Klaver from Awwwards Amsterdam, and he was also pointing out that he is also looking not only in the portfolio of creatives, you know, who done projects for clients and other stuff, but also what they have done next to their job. It says a lot about you. So maybe that's some volunteering, some stuff, or making, you know, flyers or posters for something. That's what I did too. Next to my job, I was always busy doing things, and showing also that in your portfolio, you know, also proves there that you have more to bring to the table than, for example, just say I'm a designer.